Corruption in law enforcement can have devastating consequences, not just for the victims, but also for the officers themselves. Here are some shocking moments when corrupt cops made decisions that ultimately ruined their careers.
All right, we're gonna get it off to the side of the road, all right?
All I'm saying is I can leave. I just want to tell his father.
You don't have to leave, just move your car.
I just want you to tell me.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm
all right,
okay.
let's have a seat right over there. Is that your mom?
No.
But as time ticks on, the officers become increasingly upset with Hall's comments. One officer can be heard yelling at Hall when she asks him to speak with the boy's father. After that, he threatens to arrest her.
I'm working. Can you please go sit in your car? You have nothing to do with this.
His father,
I understand.
I'm an attorney because he's a minor. You need to tell me, is he going to be here?
I don't need to tell you anything. I'm going to arrest you in a second if you don't get in your car.
The officer clearly can't take it when someone is willing to speak up for their rights. These officers deserve to be in jail for treating people this way. But unfortunately, they go untouched for years.
Go sit in your car. I will talk to him in a minute. Get in your car now!
Tell him, take it. No, you do not touch me. Oh my God, stop!
What are you doing?
Oh my God, stop it! Are you kidding me?
Knock it off.
You will be.
Knock it off.
No, you get your hands off him right now.
Knock it off.
Get your hands off.
All right.
No.
Yes.
Tell him to get his hands off.
Yes, I do.
Tell him to get his hands off me right now. Oh my God! Are you kidding?
Stop.
No, I'm not stopping. Are you kidding me, right? Stop.
It's recording.
Record it.
I'm wearing a body cam.
Record it.
She then screamed.
Why am I under arrest?
Because you weren't listening to anything we were saying.
Oh my God! You're not listening. Father is on the phone. Oh my God! Look, okay, I will come down. Can you please?
Take a breather.
No, you don't take a breather.
This is what the officers do when their tiny egos are hurt as someone challenges them. Also, notice how he keeps asking her to stop resisting when she is not even resisting.
Man is beating the out of me. Holy shit! Yes, he is. Oh my God. Oh my God. This is the crazy. I've never. Stop pushing me, please. I will walk. Are you kidding me? You guys don't know how much trouble you are. I'm gonna see you go for salt. I know.
What's that?
You're in so much trouble. I can't even tell you. Oh my God, this is the craziest thing I've ever in my entire. I'm not gonna relax. I can't. I don't have to. You guys, where do you get this machismo? This is. I need my phone. It's on the ground over there.
I will grab it.
Call my husband. He's also an attorney.
Go ahead, get it.
This is so bad. Yeah. I can't even.
The phone's right here.
But the car started up. So it's in there somewhere.
The key's probably on her.
Would it start up from like, yeah? All right.
If the car's on and running with the push to start, the car's on and running, it will run as long as the key's in a certain distance, which this is probably a certain distance. Now you
Did you take a key off of her?
her?
Yeah, when you, I didn't either.
Did you put grab her pocketbook and everything?
She didn't, she was just out of the car. All we have is her cell phone, a shoe, glasses.
That's it. The key's either on her person, most likely, or the key's in her pocketbook. Does it say key not in vehicle?
No, because it started right up.
Wait, so the key's in the car?
Yeah, I just couldn't find it.
Oh, that's okay.
Do you have your car key on you? Where in your car is it? Okay. Alright, I'll let the tow truck driver know.
James, hold my mic.
Little black pouch, she said in her car.
That works. You can get her out of here.
Alright.
She calmed down a little bit now?
It's better than she was. I wonder how she'll be in the block, but somebody will be at the station to help me.
Yeah, I'll head back.
The woman was later charged with obstructing an officer, resisting arrest, and disorderly conduct. She has since filed a lawsuit against the South Kingston Police Department. She is alleging assault, battery, civil rights violation, police brutality, excessive force, and intentional infliction of emotional distress. While these cops were successful in soothing their egos after getting embarrassed, the next cops stood no chance.
What are you doing? Don't touch me! No! My daughter!
In May 2018, Wildwood police officers were patrolling a beach when they came across a woman who they claimed was drunk. The officer started by checking her breath, but then he did something that caught the whole beach's attention.
They're your parents? my aunt.
Oh, your aunt's? Where's your aunt at?
On her way. She left me. She's coming back.
Left, she's coming back? Cool. Do me a favor. Take a deep breath and blow into that, alright? Alright, do me a favor, try one more time. Deep breath, don't go so far in.
Is there a staring problem? Mind your business.
How old are you?
I know that didn't come up positive. I didn't take a drink of anything, so.
Alright. Hang on one second. Alright, take a deep breath and keep blowing. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Alright, yo guys, even if it's your aunt, she is of age.
Is she of age?
Yeah, how old is she? Like 40?
Man, this is moving.
Alright, go grab her real quick. We're gonna have them pour that all out.
Notice how he kept asking her to blow in it to try to prove she had alcohol in her system. He couldn't just admit that he was wrong.
How are you going to let us go? We didn't even drink alcohol.
Well, where's your aunt at?
You're allowed to carry alcohol.
That's interesting.
You're underage. You are. You're not allowed to drink it, and we did not
Open
drink
display on the beach.
it. What?
It's possession consumption.
It's not open.
Open display means you.
What do you mean? That doesn't
You can
mean
see it,
anything.
yes.
Okay, you can see it, and we're not drinking.
5043. Come here with Hello Skellinger in the beach.
Go
502, you clear?
I'll be in their gator box.
Cool, what's your name?
You let me know for a 18-month-old daughter over there?
Yeah, you're not cooperating. Yeah.
I didn't disrespect you. I didn't do anything to get written up, did I?
You called it a scene.
Now you're causing a scene. You want to? Alright, I'll give you one more chance to give me your last name.
Just be
You're not gonna lock me up.
Okay.
You can't lock me up. I didn't disrespect you.
Okay.
And you don't need to write my name down either because I didn't disrespect you. I didn't do anything to you. You're mad because you thought we were drinking.
Alright, I'll give you one.
Because your brother left me.
Okay. First of all,
You thought you
you're
were
in
gonna come
possession.
over here.
Where's your aunt at then?
She's on her way.
Okay, what's your last
You could
name?
wait here. Just like you wasted your time coming over here. You could wait here for her.
Okay, what's your last name?
You don't need my last name.
That's it, I'm done with you. Do you have cuffs on you?
No, man!
This is how we should handle tyrants. It's mind-blowing how some people tasked with enforcing the law don't even understand it. They deserve no respect, but when these corrupt cops finally face the consequences, their egos can't handle it, and they often resort to shocking behavior.
Don't touch me!
Yo.
Don't touch me!
Alright, you're about to get dropped.
Yo, don't touch me! Man! Don't!
Get over here.
What are you doing? Don't touch me! Man! Oh my god! What the fuck is wrong?
You're done.
Don't pull my hair! Get off me! What are you doing?
5043, send me another unit. Skellinger in the beach. We got one resist.
Relax. No! Don't pull my hair! Get this job! Get off of me! What are you doing? Matt! Matt, they're choking me!
Skellinger in the beach. Can I get another unit?
They're choking me, man!
I'm not choking.
Yes, you are! You get the off me, yo! Get the I'm
That's
not
it.
resisting!
Get on the fucking
You're not allowed to beat me like that! Stop! I'm a woman! It doesn't matter!
Put your hands on your
It
back.
doesn't matter! You're not allowed to hit me like that and choke me! You're not allowed to hit me and choke me like that! You're not allowed to
Grab her.
choke me like that!
Handcuff her.
You're not allowed to hit me and choke me like that! My daughter is right there seeing this! I didn't do anything wrong! I'm not one of these little that's gonna let you treat us anyway! You white piece of trash! I wasn't drinking anything! Just smell it!
Wasn't even open, bro.
You Shook me off. I can't believe you did that. Get off of me.
One in custody.
Don't stare unless you're gonna help. You need to get the you fucking piece of trash. Ew. Oh yeah, now we got these young cops who don't know how to treat people. Coming to talk captain as if he will get too.
Good, I hope you do.
Yeah, will. Dirtball. No. Who are you?
I'm gonna be the one transferring you. Okay?
Yeah, will you?
I didn't arrest you. All right, so we're-
It's absurd that these officers didn't even think twice before doing such a thing in front of the whole beach. Perhaps they really thought they were doing the right thing.
Mother, that's my daughter. That's my daughter.
Y'all all running cops.
Your mouth shut before you get locked up too. Right? Don't be stupid. What? No, tell me why you put it on the ground. Bro, she didn't even open the can. Listen to me. Nothing was open. No open
Now's not the time to argue this, okay? Number one, you got a baby in your hand.
I know. So you take my baby.
You got a baby in the worry about her, not your girlfriend. You can get that straightened out later. How old is she?
You do is just punch her in her face, though.
Yeah, well, she tried kicking us, so that's it. Yeah, it's fine. I go to stop her for LO, for underage drinking. She said she's 20. She had twisted tees. She wouldn't give me her last name. So I said, hey, if you're not going to give me your information, you're going to be locked up. She tried walking away from me. When she tried walking away from me, I tried grabbing her. She tried kicking at us, so we slammed her on the ground. She kicked him. And then I hit her a couple times, and then I put her in cuffs, locked her up. And I came out, I was backing everybody up.
Well, why don't you guys
walk? Take a walk.
why don't you guys go inside then? Cause she didn't give him his last name. He started tasting it.
She could have handled this better, but so could the police. She's not required to carry ID. I don't believe she's even required to furnish her name unless she's being arrested. And for what? Open display of sealed alcoholic beverages at the beach. Absolutely disgusting. Perhaps these tyrants didn't receive the treatment they deserved, but these next officers definitely did.
The right to film government employees in the course of their building.
You may leave if you're going to film the people in this building.
On June 30th, 2024, a YouTuber named Sean posted a video of him visiting City Hall in West Palm Beach, Florida. Upon arriving, he noticed something really strange.
Ladies and gentlemen, they won't even let us inside of City Hall without an appointment. So we requested to speak to somebody from the city clerk's office, who is right here. Hey sir, how are you? So I filled out the records request.
Okay, so I asked the question.
About the budget, right?
Yeah, they do have it online. The latest one is 2024.
Okay.
So you can have it online. They don't, because they have it online, they do not provide.
Because you have it online, they don't provide what?
They don't provide
a physical copy
anymore. If you want a printed copy, it's 637 pages, and you have to pay for it.
And I would have to pay for it, but it's online.
It's available online.
Okay, and just my FOIA request, my public records request here is for first, last name, titles, and salaries of all city workers. Excuse me?
Sean?
I'm Sean, yeah.
Oh. How you doing, man? So I did hear you were going to come and talk to Aopri.
Tuapri.
There's so many to remember, so.
Are you stationed here, officer?
Most of the time.
Can I just get your name and badge number? You caught me at a disadvantage. You know who I am.
It's a mutual thing. It's nothing against you or anybody.
Right.
Like I said, I'm just following protocol and what they have implemented here. So I am really trying to work with you guys.
Right.
I am doing my research. I am talking to different people to try to see if we can come up to a common ground.
Right.
To try to be in the same, because I don't want any type of animosity or anything like that.
Right, me either, sir. No, me either, sir. Thank you so much.
Send it through email that you have.
Through email. Thank you. I appreciate that, sir.
I'm not taking anything away from me. It's just that I don't have that capability to actually go ahead and spend the whole day just giving you a tour. And I don't have permission right now.
Right.
So I think that if you do make an appointment with somebody, they probably will give you a tour. The library also, I talked to the director of the library, who is willing to give anybody a tour. It's just that they need to know what time will be best for both. for you and
in the policy,
whoever's gonna
in the policy you're referring to, officer, is there what's the reason for the no cameras? Is it
so they have considered this a limited public forum.
Okay.
So based on that, I'm guessing the mayor and they implemented or he implemented. This is pretty much like his house, you know, his office. So
right?
He has put.
Well, to be respectfully, sir, just to clear, it's the people's house.
I know
it's the people's house. He doesn't pay to be here. Yeah.
This apparently friendly-looking officer is not to be confused with a genuinely good person, because the way he tries to justify violating people's rights will leave you stunned.
They don't give you the people don't give you a consent. That issue.
Is that sure? Is that any just clarification? Is that any person or like it could just be a member of the public, a public worker, a public servant?
Anybody who doesn't feel comfortable. Like right now, over here, if he says he don't feel comfortable,
you don't feel. But why don't you feel comfortable about the camera? But there's a camera right there.
I know. I just don't.
I'm just pointing out that there's cameras everywhere we go, sir. I mean, there's cameras everywhere. There's one right above your head. Yeah.
Like I said, you can see as soon as somebody feels kind of like not comfortable with that.
But officer, don't you think that kind of like, what if there was a policy that says I don't feel comfortable around people of color?
Basically just follow.
I know, I understand what you're saying, but I kind of don't.
It right here, it says, so pretty much except within the city commission chambers, conference rooms, and other locations. So you are able to record when they're having commission meetings,
right?
Or in any other room as well. And then where public meetings are being conducted, it should be unlawful to violate the violation of this policy to record video sound within city facilities without the consent of all people, persons.
All persons.
Whose voices or images are being recorded.
Right.
Like it says. In addition to being in violation of this policy, if anyone who is observed to be recording video or sound within the city facilities without the consent of all persons whose voice or image is being recorded, and such person refuses to cease activity after being advised that such activity is prohibited under policy, such refusal shall be considered to be a disruption. You're not being a disruption.
Okay.
To me, again, I am a law enforcement, so you can record me, I can record vice versa.
Right.
But anybody else who feels that way, that's going to become a disruption.
But don't you think we're going down like a slippery slope of if any single person inside of City Hall can say, hey, I feel uncomfortable, that's considered a disruption? It's kind of like, it's subjective. It's like, hey, I feel uncomfortable.
I don't put the
I know you don't.
Do it. If I did it, it would be. It might be a
I know you don't. I know you
don't.
don't. But you enforce it. I know, but you enforce it.
No.
This officer was so thick that nothing Sean said crossed his mind. All he could focus on was the policy, but it gets even worse.
What level would you go to following rules? Like, I understand you saying you're following the rules and the orders of the mayor, but like, what level would there be? Like, if the mayor said that there's no, there's no people of color allowed in this building, would you just say, "Well, I'm following the rule," and it was written down on a fancy piece of paper like this, printed off of it?
This is completely different.
Asking
me. That's you're flipping it real.
I'm just saying. I mean, it could go down that way eventually. Who knows? It's little by little.
I'll wait until if that ever happens.
And I'd hope you go against that one. I'd hope you go against this. I mean, I never thought that just peacefully recording and documenting my experience with government officials.
Right now, you're recording me, you're on this side, you're not actually recording people that they're going to get bothered or going to cause a disruption.
Yeah.
So, this is
but I can't cause the disruption. How is somebody else's feelings my problem?
So let's say, for example, I'm
right.
going to come.
Okay.
For example, you have security. So now if security doesn't want you to record them, now you're causing a disruption because now you're kind of stopping the job that they're doing. So let's say they have to take care of people, and at the same time you're recording. Now you're kind of like in the middle, disrupting. It's like us doing an investigation, and if you not from the outside, you can record all day from the outside, but now you're coming into our investigation. Now you kind of like impediment the work that we're trying to do. So,
but how? I'm trying to see your side of it. I really don't see the side of me just standing here causing any sort of disruption. The only thing, officer, I can't, I know you have to go. I can't leave unless you tell me that I'm trespassing from here and then I will leave. I can't leave.
Like, I'm not what you're looking for.
Because listen, like I said, it's not for damages. It's not for any type of. I'm trying to change the policy.
Pretty much, like I said, as long as nobody's feeling they don't give you consent to film.
Right.
Because it's like I said, I read it with you. It's
right.
not the building itself, it's the people.
Okay.
So if somebody feels uncomfortable that you're recording, then that becomes a problem. That point, yes, that point, it will be warrant to trespass.
A warrant to trespass, right? And that's but that's what I need in order to. I can't just give up my rights willingly.
Notice how the officer doesn't give a straight answer. Instead, he beats around the bush before he gives him a trespass warning. Deep down, he knows what he is doing isn't right.
No, we're gonna go. There's actually, I think one of your buddies is over.
Who are you, sir?
Sean.
Who are you?
Sean Reyes.
Yes, sir. Who are you?
See the sign up there? The sign says no audio or.
I just want to know who you are, sir. I can't find out who you are as a public servant. You know who I am.
Yes, I do.
So can I just know who you are as a public servant? You work in the mayor's office? So why can't I have a how do I make an appointment with the mayor to speak to the mayor? No, he didn't.
So at this point, there's a disruption. There's a disturbance.
I'm just
I will gladly ask you to. Your second partner is over there on the library.
I don't have partner. I work alone.
Well, somebody, maybe your pre came back. I don't know.
I don't know.
So you will have to leave, or you will be trespassed.
Okay. All right.
After the officer, Sean confronts the public servants inside the public library, who then call the cops again.
You cannot film people. Okay? You want to do that?
Excuse me?
You can't film people.
Is that a law? No, ma'am.
I'm asking you not to film people. They're asking you not to film them, okay?
I didn't ask you to record me, but you have cameras all over the building, man. I don't want to be recorded on their devices, ma'am.
It does a difference.
Ma'am, you're escalating the situation. I'm trying to be peaceful and calm, and I'm not trying
But
to...
how are you doing that if you coming in recording people?
Because that's what happens when I walk into this building. I'm being recorded.
This is for our safety.
This is for my safety.
My First Amendment right.
I'm violating your First Amendment right? How so? How so? It's your First Amendment right not to be recorded? Our education, do it. You can press charges against me?
I have told him he needs to leave.
And he's going to be trespassed?
If he will leave now, he can just go.
I mean, if I'm going to...
If you want to be trespassed. So you can just go, and we'll leave it as it is.
I mean, I don't want to be trespassed.
I'm going to leave you with Officer McCarthy.
Officer McCarthy, can I talk to you out here? I'm going to leave. Can I talk to you out here?
I'll talk to you outside. Let me make sure my other partners are okay. I'll meet you outside.
Too appreciate, ladies and gentlemen. Look at these guys violating our constitutional rights.
You sure? Gentlemen, you guys are being trespassed from the public library. Do you have your ID on you?
I don't have an ID.
Okay. Let me gather your name. Let me move over here if you don't mind, so other people can get inside.
But didn't she say that if I left, she didn't want me trespassed?
She just told me that she
But she said if I left, I didn't.
What's your first name?
But she said if I left, and I
What is
left.
your first name?
I left.
What is your first name?
But I left.
What is your first name?
Do I have to give it to you?
So
I didn't break any law.
You're being trespassed from the public library.
I won't go back in there, trust me.
So you're refusing to give your name?
I don't want to get arrested.
Are you refusing to give your name?
If I don't give my name, will I be arrested?
Not right now.
Okay, so I don't want to give. I'm not going back in
so
there.
Whoever you are, if you go back in there, you
Right,
are
there you go.
subject to be trespassed.
Perfect. There you go.
Next, we'll see how a moment of poor judgment can lead to a lifetime of regret when an officer who took things too far, believing he could bend the rules without facing any consequences.
IR 1933. This INOI is in reference to a possible violation of RM 800-2 arrest, subsection C, treatment of prisoners. Did you have an opportunity to review the body camera footage related to this incident?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you review it?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. The other two officers in this video, these are officers Madison and Seitz, is that correct?
Correct.
Were you riding solo or two-man?
Two-man capacity.
And were you the driver or the passenger?
Passenger.
So originally you all conducted a traffic stop, is that correct?
Correct.
Okay, and then at some point you got them both out of the car and you were trying to identify who the passenger in the car was, correct?
Correct. We established probable cause for the Mr. Grant, the suspect, the passenger in the car who I was attempting to identify, was looking back based off the false identification he provided. I used that as clues through the mugshots program to try and find his real identity. Upon finding his real identity, I guess he picked up on my verbal and nonverbal cues that I have positively identified him. Once I stepped out of the car, he began to run at a full sprint. I guess it would be like northwest from us, towards the entrance of Timberleaf and Greenbelt, which is Timberleaf Apartments.
Okay, and then what happened?
Due to the fact he was providing active physical resistance, I deployed my electronic control device after he fell, popped up, and then attempted to flee again. It had a positive effect of him going to the ground. He didn't fully lock up, but he did go to the ground, which then Officer Madison and I were able to use hands-on techniques to keep him from getting up and trying to flee again. He goes to the ground, he flips his handcuffs. His handcuffs are on the front, which is problematic, of course. And then myself and Officer Madison walk him back to the patrol vehicles and the original scene of the traffic stop.
Okay. What happened when you get back to the original site of the traffic stop?
Mr. Grant is placed on the ground in a kneeling position, and he is told to put his handcuffs back behind his back.
Is that how you were taught to handcuff somebody?
I was not trained on having a suspect replace his handcuffs from the front to the rear after he has reversed them, after he has flipped them from back to front. I have not been trained on putting his handcuffs back behind his back.
Mamone starts pretty confident, and he is clearly prepared to tackle any questions that come his way. Additionally, he is oddly specific about his training.
How do you normally handcuff a person if they haven't been handcuffed?
If they are not handcuffed, you handcuff them behind the back.
Okay, what if they say the handcuffs are twisted or hurting them? How do you unhandcuff them to readjust it?
I have not been trained on unhandcuffing a suspect based on his complaint of pain.
Have you ever had to adjust a handcuff on a person?
Yes.
How?
When they're behind his back.
How?
By placing my handcuff key in the handcuff and adjusting them behind his back.
He's on the ground and you tell him to put his hands back and behind him, and what does he say?
He fails to comply with the order.
What does he say?
You'd have to play the camera for me to repeat verbatim what he said. And even then, you just have to listen. I don't know from memory.
If you were wondering, at that moment, the suspect said that his hands were hurting, which shouldn't be hard for Mamone to remember. Apparently, the suspect managed to bring his handcuffed hand in front of him as he ran, and Mamone wanted him to bring it back behind his back.
Put those. How did you get him out? How did you get him out? Hey. You shut your mouth. You shut your mouth. Put those under your knees, slip them under your knees and around your back. If you gotta go to your side, go to your side. You just do what you gotta do to put your handcuffs behind your back. How's that? Look, I'm finna lay you down and you gonna do what you gotta do. There you go. Now put your legs through the cuffs. That's what I'm trying to. Like, it feel like I cannot move. I swole. You let me in my. I swole. Put them behind your back. Oh my God, that's before. Put them behind your back. Go on. Look at me. I tried to, bro. You're not even trying. Not even trying.
So he says he's trying to, right?
That's what he says. He apparently made no physical attempt, but he says he tried to.
Okay, but he said he tried. I see his foot.
Yeah, exactly. So you see his foot. I recall from him with his legs outstretched, not attempting to even bring his knees to his chest to flip the handcuffs.
Okay, and he says he can't.
Yeah, but he hasn't physically tried, and he says he can't. Correct.
Okay, well, there's some things that I know I can't do without having tried, but I understand what you're saying. You're saying you didn't try.
I'm about to unstuck you.
Correct.
You want to do? You want me to do it for you? Look at me. I tried to, bro. You're not even trying. Not even trying. Not even trying. You're stuck. I'm about to unstuck you. You want to do? You want me to do it?
What does that mean? I'm about to unstuck you.
I can't recall it because I can't see him.
You said it. What does it mean?
I can't recall because I can't see. He said, I don't know what he means by I'm stuck, so therefore I don't recall what I meant by I can't unstuck you.
Oh my God, that's before.
What was the purpose of shaking the pepper spray?
I don't recall. Am I shaking pepper spray?
Yeah.
Go. Look at me. I tried to, bro. You're not even trying. Not even trying. Not even trying. You're stuck. I'm about to unstuck you. You want to do? You want me to do it for you? You want to do? You want me to do it for you? Okay, we'll do it for you. I didn't even touch you. Put your leg back around. Go on. Put your leg back around. I cannot, bro. Look.
Okay, he said, I cannot. And now you're forcefully pulling his leg through the handcuffs. Why are you pulling his leg through the handcuffs?
To get them repositioned to the rear.
He said that he couldn't and that he was yelling because it hurt.
We don't know if he's yelling because he's hurt. I can yell right now. It doesn't mean I'm in physical pain.
So that wouldn't indicate that it was hurting him?
Not necessarily, ma'am.
Why else would he be yelling?
For any various reasons. Draw a crowd. We see if you get attention of people in the apartment. That's a common thing that we see when we're out on patrol. People will scream even in the back of a patrol car just to get people to the scene.
Just look at his shamelessness. He is a tyrant through and through. People like him deserve to be locked up not only for being brutal with the suspects, but also for lying on top of it. His tone clearly shows that he is uncomfortable and defensive, showing that he knew he was in the wrong.
Just did. I just saw you do it. Oh, that's all right.
He said, I'm trying, I can't, and you're still forcefully pulling his leg through. Why are you still pulling his leg through?
Same answer, to get his handcuffs repositioned to the rear.
But he's saying that he can't do it. Why are you pulling his hand through? If it's hurting him and he says he can't do it, it's not going to work.
We don't know if it's hurting him, and the same answer to put his hands behind his back.
We'll get it. We'll get it. Go on, stick your foot through. I see people do this every day. Ah! Come on. Come on. Stop. But you stop fighting me and just do it.
Look, bro, I'm going with you, bro.
No, you're not. No, you're not. Put your foot around. That wasn't that hard. Now do the other one. Do the other one.
What was stopping you from unhandcuffing him and putting the handcuffs behind his back?
I've never been trained to do that.
You've never been trained to unlock a pair of handcuffs?
Not from a person who has fled and lied about his name.
That has nothing to do with you unlocking a pair of handcuffs. Nothing. Have you been trained to unlock handcuffs?
To unlock handcuffs?
Yes.
Not when they're from his body.
Have you ever been trained to unlock handcuffs? That's all I'm asking you.
Not in the front of a person's body.
Can we take a break?
You sure can. 10:50 hours.
During the break, an argument breaks out in the hall, giving the impression that the investigation was just a front to fill out the proper paperwork.
Did you realize that Mr. Grant had a warrant?
I believe just after Sergeant Ospina shows up to do his response to resistance.
So the handcuffing and the moving the handcuffs around, all of that was already done, right? And he was in by the car?
He's being interviewed by Sergeant Ospina by the Ford Explorer.
So the handcuffing thing was done on the ground?
Correct.
Did you hear him wince in pain when he pulled his hands up to the front?
No, sir.
That's it.
Do you want to clarify or add any statements made by you during this interview?
No, ma'am.
Is the testimony you provided true and correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you have any additional identifiable witnesses that may have evidence of material fact in this investigation?
None than the ones listed here on the sheet.
Okay. This concludes our interview at 10:57 hours.
Mamone was suspended for 24 hours without pay. He didn't want to redo the cuffs out of spite. He sees the detainee as an animal, and you could tell he enjoyed inflicting pain and humiliation. 24 hours without pay is insignificant compared to what his actual punishment should have been. If you think the tyrant was extreme, then wait until you see the next one, where an officer tried to break the phone of a hockey fan as he left the stadium.
What crime did I commit?
Hey, settle down.
What crime? Hey, that's assault, sir.
On April 10th, 2023, Calgary officers were patrolling near the Scotiabank Saddledome after a Calgary Flames game when they decided to harass a fan walking out. What they did next will leave you shocked.
Do not video me again, please. Do not video me again, please.
Get away or get under arrest for causing a disturbance. Get off the property. What did I do? Get off the property.
Excuse me, sir. What did I do?
Excuse me, sir, as much as you want. Get off the property.
Excuse me, sir. What did I do?
Get off the property.
What excuse me, sir?
You want causing a disturbance?
It's not right nothing. Get.
Of what?
Get off the property.
Excuse me, sir. Don't touch me.
I'm touching you.
Excuse
Get
me,
off the
sir.
property.
Why are you touching me? Excuse me, sir. Don't touch me, sir. Excuse me, sir. Excuse me, sir. Ouch, sir. What's your name, sir? What's your badge number?
5786.
Please, sir. I'm sorry, sir. Don't touch me, sir. I'm sorry. Please help me. Help me! To smack people's cameras? Can I smack you then?
Can you get the fuck out of my face?
If I smacked her?
Do not video me. Do not video me again, please.
Get away or get under arrest for causing a disturbance. Get off the property.
What did I do?
Get off the property.
Excuse me, sir. What did I do?
You can excuse me, sir, as much as you want. Get off the property.
Excuse me, sir. What did I do?
Get off the property.
Public intoxication, you want causing a disturbance? You want...
Start right now then. Get!
Of what?
Get off the property.
And your name?
Washington.
Where you from?
5, 7, 8, 6.
Well, congratulations.
Yep.
You just lost your job.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, you did. Yeah, you did. What did I do? Can you please state what crime that I committed?
You've been told.
What crime did I commit?
You've been told.
What crime? State it, please, for the camera. What crime did I commit, sir? Sir, I'm asking. What crime did I commit? What crime did I commit?
Hey, settle down.
What crime? Hey, that's assault, sir.
Like to be arrested?
Sir, don't touch my camera. That's assault.
The tyrants are in full-blown rage for no reason. When the man speaks up for himself, the officer's ego gets bruised, and he retaliates quickly.
What did I do? What crime did I commit, sir?
Public intoxication.
Sir, what? You served me. They served me. I'm in private. Guys. Don't touch my camera. Leave my camera on. Leave my camera on. Leave my camera on. I will stop resisting. Please leave my camera on.
Right now you're under arrest for public intoxication and causing a disturbance.
Please leave my camera on, sir. I can't breathe. I cannot breathe, sir. Please leave my camera on. Sir, what crime did I commit? What crime did I commit?
Said it 3 times now, won't say it again.
What crime was it? Do not turn my phone off, please. What did I do? What did I do? What crime?
Stop talking, I'm going to read you your charter.
What crime did I commit, sir?
Alright, I'm arresting you for public intoxication and causing a disturbance. You have the right to retain and instruct a lawyer without delay. This means that before we proceed with our investigation, you can call any lawyer you wish for a lawyer from a free legal advice service immediately. If you want to call a lawyer from a free legal advice service, we'll provide you with a telephone, and you can call a toll-free number for immediate legal advice. If you wish to contact any other lawyer, telephone and telephone books will be provided to you. If you are charged with an offense, you may apply to legal aid for assistance. Do you understand? Do you understand, sir? Sir? Talk to me.
Can we get a car?
Do you understand?
It's that paid you charging when there was a car or something.
If there's something you don't understand, I'd like you to tell me so I could help reiterate this to you.
I don't understand.
What part don't you understand, sir?
What crime I committed?
Imagine being so thoroughly corrupt that you publicly humiliate and harass an innocent man for speaking up. These tyrants justify the hate they get.
Free lawyer or any other lawyer?
No, I'd like to call my lawyer. Could you please? My phone.
Sir, we'll understand what you're talking about when you understand what my partner's talking about here, okay? So
I didn't do anything.
Okay, but we just need you to understand what's being said here.
I don't understand.
You'll be charged with public intoxication and causing a disturbance. You're not obliged to say anything unless you wish to do so, but whatever you say may be given in evidence. Do you understand? Do you understand?
It's a private facility. How is
Sir.
it a public facility? What do you mean it's a public facility?
I will take your complete ignoring of what I'm saying to say that you understand.
I want to speak to my lawyer. Absolutely. I'm going to show my lawyer this video. I've got a lawyer. Yeah, don't touch me like that. Don't touch me. It's on camera. I'm telling you, let me go and you might have a chance to keep your job. I'm telling you. Ma'am, sir, please, can I have my phone? Record my phone. Please, put the phone down. Put my items down on the ground. Please, don't touch me. You don't have this authority. No, I'll sit down. I'll happily sit down. Don't touch me. Don't touch me. I'll sit down. I will sit down. Don't touch me. I'll sit down. I told you. Don't do that. Give me my phone. Where's my phone,
If you wanted to talk to a lawyer.
Notice how the officers are not even slightly concerned about what they just did. This is why we need to abolish qualified immunity.
Phone. I want to know who has my phone. I want to know who has my phone.
I just told you.
What's her name? What's her name? What is her name? Don't pull on me. Stop touching me. Stop f***ing pulling on me. Iris, that's your fault. Hey, give me my phone. Give me my phone. I want this recorded.
These officers are the prime example of everything wrong with law enforcement today. This is why we need to speak up, so brutal animals like these can be brought to justice. Watching officers trying to break someone's phone is crazy, but watch this next case where the officer actually ended up getting fired for his brutality. On August 10th, 2020, the Aurora Police Department received a call from a local store reporting a male who had previously been trespassed from the premises. The actions taken by the officers in response to this call may be distressing for some to watch.
Hey, come here.
It's Wells Fargo, sir.
Come here.
You're nuts. I'm getting out of here. I'm leaving. I'm home scared. I'll tell you, I'm fucking name is Neil.
Stop. I'm giving you a lawful order to stop right now. On the ground.
No.
On your stomach. On your stomach. Give me your hands.
No.
Give me your hands. Give me your hands.
You're dead.
Give me your hands.
I'm forced to
25. Can you have cover step it up?
Mercury. It's raining.
Give me your hands.
There's no guy here.
Give me your hands.
You're crazy. Help! You're dead. Kill him. It doesn't. Look out. Boom, boom. Oh, shit. Yeah, no move. Right now.
See if you can grab his arm. He's holding his arms underneath him.
Nope.
Give me your arms.
No.
Give me your arms right now. Dude, you're gonna get tased.
Come on. He's mine.
Let go of your arms.
He's mine. I love him. He's mine to you.
Let go of your arms, you're gonna get it again.
I want to pay? Buddy. Oh, buddy. Oh.
Don't kick.
The suspect is clearly not in his senses. Even a child can tell that something is not right about him, but these corrupt officers just need a reason to hurt others and wrongfully use their power.
Give me your other hand. Other hand behind your back. Otherwise, you're gonna get it again. You're gonna get it again. Put your hand behind your back.
Give me your arm. Give me your arm.
You're gonna get.
Good.
Stop resisting and put your hands behind your back.
Back to dragon. Don't move this. Turn dragon out. Turn dragon.
You're gonna get it again, man. Can you cuff him?
No. Take one. Look, touch it.
The law enforcement as a whole has no idea how to deal with mental health patients. There is a desperate need for training regarding this in officers across the country.
If you kick me, there's gonna be big problems, bud.
Make sure you don't come to the store. Officer. Make sure they don't go. Man. Make sure they don't come to the store. You're dead.
You good, bud?
There's no communication, sir. They're not gonna pay you. Officer, just forget about it.
Negative. We have him in custody.
They take your guns on. They can't pay you, man. Make sure. Oh, you got the dollars in.
We're bringing him out right now.
No. Wait, man, bring that door. Hey, you crazy?
Let go of your pants.
No. Bring out the fucking door. No. Bring out the driver.
Just take him outside real quick.
Yeah, please. I'm good. I'm gone. Look at that. I have four. Let's go this way. What's going on, sir? I have a credit card in my hand. Credit card, Visa. Then you take it out. Take it out. Don't pay. Don't tell me. Here. You got a credit card. Just pay it. What's the problem? Yeah, I'm sorry.
Don't drop. Finally, let's look at a case where corruption didn't just end a career, it almost destroyed an innocent life.
Get out of the car, ma'am. You're under arrest. And don't make me pull you out.
What's wrong?
Stand by the back.
What's wrong?
Rules.
What
Why do you think that you don't have to stop when there's a police car behind you with lights of siren on?
I didn't realize you were off. Please.
Have a seat. You're under arrest. You're going to jail. Get in the car.
Please let me call my husband.
Get in the car.
He's in the hospital waiting for me.
This display of authority was carried out by none other than Officer Reynolds and his buddy. It's a shame that people like him are the ones we're supposed to turn to in an emergency when he's the one resorting to threats to approach an obviously bewildered woman.
She's under arrest. She's going to jail on a cash bond for failing to vacate the lane closest to an emergency vehicle and for failing to yield to an emergency vehicle. Tony, we'll just leave this car here. What is it?
Stop here.
Okay. We'll leave this unlocked for now. No, don't tow it.
Your incident has been updated. My husband is in the hospital having surgery. He's waiting for me.
Ma'am, I understand. Why do you think it's okay for you to do what you did? Why do you think?
I don't understand what I did.
I've been behind you for 5 miles.
I didn't realize you were following me.
You are not believable.
I'm on my way to look in the hospital to see my husband.
Do you have where's your driver's license?
It's in my wallet.
Is this your purse?
No.
There is no hope for justice when someone lacks basic humanity like this. Clearly, the woman is being harassed. What if he were in her shoes? Would he still feel as proud as he does now? But Officer Reynolds' absurd excuses did not end here.
You can make a phone call, ma'am. Go ahead.
Explain to me what's going on.
Ma'am, I feel silly explaining to you what's going on. You're an adult and you have a driver's license. So you know that when a police car gets behind you, turns on the lights and turns on the siren, and I stay behind, stop. You asked me to explain, I'm doing that. When that happens, you are required to yield, to pull over and stop immediately, not 5 miles later. And there are consequences for our actions. When we do something good, we're rewarded. When we do something bad, there's a penalty. Your penalty today is, I'm going to put you in jail. And that's so that you don't think you can get away with this tomorrow. No. You're under arrest and you're going to jail.
Please listen to me.
What?
Listen to me. I realized right there in that light right there that I have police car behind me.
That is not believable, ma'am.
What's even scarier than Officer Reynolds' brutal words is that he shows no fear about his body cam footage being reviewed. This either means he's used to getting away with such unacceptable behavior, or these cops just don't care whose life is on the line as long as it's not theirs.
I'm going to put your hands in front of you, and you can call your husband and tell him what's going on. Come on out.
Why would you do this to me? Please, release me.
Get out of the car. I just don't know why you think it's acceptable to do what you did. You see all these police cars? You see all these police officers?
That's how I realized it was to
Give
me.
me hands. Sit down. You can call your husband, you can scoot in. You're still going to jail, and you can tell him where your car is. Nothing, we're good. She wants to leave. No, we're going to leave her up there. She said to leave it.
You want this one filled out?
No. Can he drive?
Medical City for work.
Do you have family there that I can give this key
It's
to?
only him. He can drive. He just had surgery.
Okay. No, I don't care. It'll be good. Thanks, guys. No, ma'am. Thank you. Back to 1015 to jail with a female on a cash bond. It was not a pursuit. 32544.
10-15-23, 10-4.
Your incident has been updated.
It's definitely the latter. They don't care. They'll have an innocent citizen crying in the backseat and still turn a blind eye. A classic hypocrite. That's what Officer Reynolds is.
Item 513, can you start next farthest location? I've got a gentleman complaining that he's in pain.
Your incident has been updated.
So you'll be in jail, you'll see a judge in the next 4 hours, and then you'll be released immediately. You don't have to post a bond. Come on out, ma'am. You don't have to post a bond. But when you get out, you'll still have to deal with your tickets. And I'm not accusing you of running from me. You were not running from me. The reason I pulled you over in the first place, come on out, ma'am, was because you didn't move out of the left lane. There were 3 police cars stopped in the left shoulder.
I swear, did you realize I'm sorry? This is my first time.
It's unbelievable. I don't believe it. Come on out, ma'am.
Officer Reynolds should be fired immediately for his actions. Is this the code of conduct these officers are supposed to uphold? Ethically, morally, and mentally corrupt.
Do you have any weapons on you? Do you have a pocket knife? What's in this pocket right there?
Nothing. It's empty.
Okay.
Can I respond or no?
What's that?
Can I respond? My husband is calling.
Yeah, answer the phone.
Hello? No tengo dirección. They're asking for address.
Of what? The jail? Or where your car is?
Here.
This is 350 West Belknap.
350. Sí. Solo busca Fort Worth jail, no sé la address. 351
West Belknap.
West Belknap. He had surgery. He was discharged.
Oh, okay.
They were waiting for me.
Okay. A college degree.
Yes, sir.
And you have a driver's license because I've seen it. And you're telling me, just be honest with me for this long. Just be honest with me. You're telling me that you didn't know that I was behind you trying to make you stop until the red light before.
I swear that it was an accident or something. I didn't think it was me because...
Come on, ma'am. I was so close to not bringing her in. Just writing her ticket.
This man kept torturing the poor woman, reminding her of her husband and baby, both whom she was worrying about.
Would you like me to take this key to your husband so he can get your car?
I don't know if he's coming. He cannot drive.
He's not able to drive. Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. I would tell you how you should have behaved, but you know that. You know that you should have pulled over. There's nothing I can tell you that you don't know. You're just not being honest with me.
Being honest, I swear to God. I mean, I'm a Christian believer. I'm not lying. Maybe I was so distracted I didn't realize.
No.
I realized on the light.
Just stop. Just stop. I saw you looking at me in the mirror. The only reason I'm not putting you in jail.
I don't want you to think I'm lying on your face.
I do think you're lying.
No,
I do think you're lying. Have a seat.
Montalvo felt wronged. Since the incident, she's had trouble sleeping or driving, accompanied by frequent anxiety attacks. In response, she filed a complaint with the department, hoping for restitution. Her dual complaints set off an internal affairs investigation monitored by the Oversight Office. which ultimately led to a 7-day suspension of Reynolds. Body camera footage, internal interviews, and documents obtained by the report offer a window into how the relationship between the city's oversight office and the police department has evolved in the 2 years since the accountability program's inception. While Officer Reynolds was busy causing chaos for innocent civilians, the next cop wasn't far behind in terms of corruption.
I don't consent you to walk any further.
What was that?
I do not consent you to walk any further.
Okay. You got a gun?
I'm open carrying today, yes.
Okay.
In May 2020, a man decided to exercise his First and Second Amendment rights by carrying a firearm holstered at his side. However, this didn't sit well with someone in his area. Almost immediately after he returned home, an officer showed up at his front door.
Can you identify yourself?
What was that?
Name and badge number, please. Huh? Name and badge number, please.
Officer Bargener, Alpha Police Department.
What can I do for you?
Department, man.
I don't consent you to walk any further.
What was that?
I do not consent you to walk any further.
Okay. You got a gun?
I'm open carrying today, yes.
Okay. Well, I was just here because somebody called you guys in suspicious.
Okay, I'm just walking around exercising my First and Second Amendment rights.
Okay. All right, yeah, man. That's you got. What's your name, man?
I don't answer questions.
So, do you live here, or? I'm just asking, man.
I would prefer to remain silent.
Okay. All right.
Am I being detained?
You're not.
Okay. This is a consensual conversation.
What was that?
This is a consensual conversation.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll allow you to proceed.
What was that?
I will allow you to proceed.
I appreciate it, man. I'm just trying to get your name, man. I like to know who I'm talking to.
You can call me sir, good citizen, boss man, whatever applies.
Okay. Well, I mean, I know I share my information with you, so what's your information, man?
Well, you're legally obliged to because you're a public servant.
What was that?
You're legally obliged to provide information because you're a public servant on duty. I'm gonna put this out. I have every intention of picking it up. I'm not gonna litter, okay? I'm gonna put it on the sidewalk, just put it out. That way I'm not holding it.
Okay, that's fine.
I'm not littering. I'm gonna pick it right back up when we're done.
So everybody,
I'm going to lock my door, close it.
Okay.
We're having a consensual conversation. I'm not being detained.
Okay. Everybody knows me, man, so I'm just trying to, I like to know who I'm talking to.
Yes, sir.
Huh?
Yes, sir.
So, what's your name, man? If I may ask.
Well, you've asked and I've answered.
And you... Okay.
Again, I've got no ill intent, no ill will towards anybody. I've got a Second Amendment right to walk around with my firearm.
All right, I'm just trying to figure out who you are. You got a gun, which I applaud you, man. It's okay to have a gun.
Well, can I ask you something then?
What's that?
If you applaud me and you're aware that this is a Second Amendment right and
Well, I got a call saying there was 2 suspicious males in all black, so...
Is suspicion a felony or a misdemeanor?
Depends what you're doing, man.
Well, no, suspicion is not a crime. Can I have your name and badge number, please?
My name?
And badge number, please.
It's 5'2".
Thank you. Officer Meyer, 5'2".
So yeah, man, that's what I'm trying to figure out. I was called in the area. All right.
Yes, sir.
So I don't know you. You now know me. I said my last name, badge number.
Well, I don't know. I mean, I know you as an officer of the law right now, so.
And I just like to know who I'm talking to, man. That's all.
The officer couldn't handle the fact that the auditor wasn't obliged to give his name. Frustrated and feeling powerless, the officer desperately tried to regain control, looking for any way to push back.
And you didn't tell me what you were doing.
Yes, I did. I'm walking around exercising my Second Amendment right. That's literally it. That's literally all I'm doing.
What's your name, buddy?
You can call me good citizen, sir, or boss man.
I won't call you either of those. You realize you have to identify yourself to a police officer?
Have I committed a crime today?
You have to identify yourself to a police officer.
Have I committed a crime? I'm not required.
Identification, yeah, you are committing a crime.
Under what suspicion? What's your RAS?
We were called out for a suspicious call. That's what
Right, is suspicion a misdemeanor or a felony?
to identify yourself with me on these calls, okay?
I'm not required to identify myself unless I've committed a crime.
Identify yourself. You are required by law if we ask you to identify yourself. So don't look towards your gun.
No, I'm making sure we're 6 feet apart. I won't look down. I won't move my hands. My hands are up here.
Yeah, I see your hands. They're
Okay.
gonna stay there.
Listen, I do not consent to any search or seizure. This is my Fourth Amendment right. But if it makes you more comfortable, I will not resist you seizing my property from me.
Your property? What were you talking about, man?
My firearm on my side right now.
Okay.
If it makes you feel more comfortable, I'm not allowing you to do so. But I will not resist at all if you decide you want to seize my property from me and just put it aside while we have this conversation so you feel more at ease.
You'd expect another cop on the scene to sort things out, but it seems these two officers have a collective IQ that rivals a doorknob. The auditor certainly makes it seem that way.
I just got a call that there was 2 males wearing all black. There was no firearm in the description. I was just 2 males all black with a camera. So that's what I'm trying to figure out. And I happen to see you two.
So,
buddy.
Which part of that is suspicious or illegal?
I'm trying to figure out what was so suspicious about what you guys were doing.
Well, that's up to you to discern.
And that's what we're trying to do.
Somebody thought you guys were just it's somebody.
Well, no, it's not suspicious. I don't have a legal obligation
You
to.
have a legal obligation to identify yourself.
Can you give me that statute?
I'll be more than happy to look it up for you.
Please do.
It's absolutely shocking that the first cop just can't let it go. He's still badgering for the auditor's name, even resorting to some ridiculous logic. But the auditor sees right through it all.
I want to know who I'm talking to, because I don't want to call you guy or, you know, a lot of people get butthurt about things like they don't want to get called.
Well, let's assume that I don't get butthurt by this.
And also I'm doing an investigation right now. So
Yes, sir.
I would like your name to
Put it on the record?
put in
For the
my
paperwork?
police report. Yep.
Yeah, well.
That's all, man.
Well, if I'm not committing a crime, then.
How are we to know that you don't have a felony and you're carrying a weapon? If you don't identify yourself, how are we to know that you're not committing a crime?
What reasonable suspicion do you have to believe that
vehicle, ma'am?
It is not my vehicle.
Okay.
What reasonable suspicion do you believe that I am committing a crime right now?
He told you right now what we're out here for, okay?
Right.
We're called for suspicion.
Second Amendment.
We are legally mandated to find out what the suspicious activity is, okay?
Yes.
What reason do I have to trust you now? You're not gonna tell me your name?
Well, you have no reason to distrust me.
I have every reason to distrust you.
Well, why is that? I'm not committing any crimes.
You're not cooperating
Well, I mean, cooperate with what, though? I'm not committing a crime.
with our investigation. Oh, you have to identify.
Well, I'm not required to oblige. I'm not obliged to help you with your investigation.
Okay, that's fine. I'm just sit tight.
Yes, sir.
Now this is where the third officer arrives on the scene. And look at his competence. He resolves the situation in less than a minute. This is the difference between a real cop and those who just spin tales.
Just exercising my rights. If exercising your rights makes it more, if me exercising my rights makes it more difficult for you, then what's the point of you enforcing any rights? You see what I'm saying?
So you scream out the amendments and all that. You know we have a job to do, man.
Yes, sir.
We just can't let.
Did you swear an oath to defend the Constitution when you took your job?
What was the original complaint? Two suspicious males with a camera. Okay. Wearing all black, so that's all I got.
Well, black's just a color.
Okay. Were you on the sidewalk?
Yes, sir.
Did you try to go into buildings?
No, sir.
Were you just walking?
Yes, sir.
Okay. You didn't yell at anybody? Nothing
I
like
didn't
that?
say anything to anybody.
Okay. Who called this in? No clue. Okay.
I was just dispatched.
Where was he at when you approached?
They were right here.
Okay. Just him another guy.
I'll tell you. I'll explain.
I believe our job's here's done.
Yes, sir.
So.
Thank you. Could I have your name and badge number, please?
Yeah, Officer Vance, 7-5.
Thank you very much.
Yes, sir. Take care.
Yep. You guys have a great day.
These stories highlight the harsh reality that corruption comes with a steep price. When officers betray the trust placed in them, they risk losing everything, including their careers. If you found these cautionary tales eye-opening, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more content that exposes the truth behind the badge. This is Detective Mystery, signing off.